What's up, guys? In this video, I want to just talk about the realities of owning a boat detailing business, or really, any business. I've had a kind of interesting thing. I mean, it's probably been over the last few months. I've noticed quite a few people transitioning out of the boat detailing business and really the detailing business. And I think the detailing industry overall has a probably about a 2 to 3 year life cycle on most detailing businesses. Now, what I mean by that is over the last 11 years, I've been running my business for almost 11 years now. I have seen hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of detailing businesses pop up and go, pop up and go, pop up and go. And most of those really even in my own hometown. It seems like every year we get a new influx of, professional detailers. And within about 2 years' time, they're out of business. They move to a different city. They realize that running a business is not easy. So I wanted to give you guys some of the lessons that I've learned over the years of just running my detailing business and what keeps me in business and just the realities of running a business. I teach you guys a lot about how to buff a boat, how to clean a boat, how to wash, how to detail, how to sand, all of the practical boat detailing information. But I don't really talk a ton about the actual business side of the company. And I can pretty much teach anyone how to run a buffer. I can teach anyone how to clean. I can teach you guys the concepts behind detailing. But running the business side of it is actually really, really difficult. And quite frankly, I don't even have it all figured out, and I don't have it perfect. And really no business owner has it figured out, and no business owner has it perfect. And guys, I just wanted to set a realistic expectation for y'all that running any business, whether it's lawn care, whether it's a law practice, whatever it is, any business that you're going to run, just realize that you are doing the absolute hardest thing that you could ever possibly do. Running a business is a full-time job. I know a lot of people, you see the money that you can make, but you don't realize the amount of time and energy that people like me put into our business. And we see successful business owners and we see successful people and we think, I can do that too. And the truth is, I really do believe that you can do it. But are you required, or are you able to put the long hours, the time, the energy, the stress, the anxiety into actually running the business? That's a question you really need to ask yourself before jumping into really any business that you're starting. I think there's a beauty to being oblivious to the stress, oblivious to the problems at first, because guys, I'm gonna be honest, if I would have known the amount of stress that I would be under on the daily basis, if I would have known the amount of anxiety I have on the daily basis, if I would have known about the negative bank accounts multiple times, I don't think I would have ever done it. I really don't think I would have done it if I would have known the amount of stress and the amount of time and energy and frustrations that it would have taken. I don't know that I would have done it if I would have known that before I started. But the really great thing about running your own business is it is going to test you every single day. Every single day you're going to be tested. And in a sick, weird way, as I love it. I love the stress. I love the anxiety. I love the pain. I love the success. I love the joy. I love being able to take the time off. If you tend to crumble under pressure and you tend to crumble under stress, running and owning your own detailing business is going to be very difficult for you. It's very difficult for myself, and I don't always love it. I don't always like it. In fact, most days I want to quit. Still to this day, most days I want to quit. But I'm stubborn enough, and I'm hard-headed enough to not let this stuff defeat me. And there's been multiple times in my life where I wanted to quit, multiple times where I've tried to quit, and I keep coming back, and I wake up every single day and I keep pushing forward. I keep pushing forward every day. And some days that looks like barely doing anything. Some days that's literally just managing myself, managing the stress, and some days that's really big wins. But I just wanted to set some realistic expectations for y'all, especially in the first couple years, man. It's like waking up every day, trying to push forward to your goal, discovering problems in your business that you don't know how to handle. Still to this day, that happens to me. And I've noticed that a lot of people are getting out of the business and moving on to different careers. And I actually applaud that. Mainly because I realize that the older I get, the more into business I get, the more I realize that it is really not for everyone. Unless you're willing to struggle for 10, 15 years, living paycheck to paycheck, taking on debt, not realizing when your next detail's coming, having things break, having things go wrong, having struggles, having machine break, having employees quit. If you're not willing to endure that for the next 10 years, you should really question yourself if being a business owner is actually for you. That's if you're really trying to grow your business. I find that detailing, boat detailing, car detailing, if you are doing this as a side gig, if you are trying to do this to make a little extra cash, if you are trying to do this, trying to detail a boat every couple weeks, once a month, twice a month, it is really great for that. But if you are trying to scale your business and actually grow a legitimate company and hire on employees and pay actual sales tax, pay your employee tax, guys, it's going to require everything of you. And I kind of feel like this is somewhat of a public service announcement because, like myself, I got into running a business. I got into this line of work on a whim. I had a dream and I wanted to pursue it. And 10 years, 11 years in, I'm still running on that dream and still running on that whim in a lot of ways. I have a lot of people write me on Instagram, a lot of people comment on YouTube, and they're just like, man, I'm struggling, I don't get it. Like, how do I figure out my pricing? I don't get it. And guys, that's business. Figuring out the problems. As a business owner, we are professional problem solvers. Every single day, we're solving problems. Every day. That could be boat detailing problems, that could be employee problems, that could be customer problems, that could be things going wrong problems. Every day, we are solving problems. And if that doesn't sound good to you, then running a boat detailing business or running any business, quite frankly, is probably not the best option. Now, the beautiful side of that is when you make it through the other side, which I've done in part in scale, and I'm still growing, and there's still a lot more that I'm trying to achieve. Man, the endurance that it takes to grow this thing, the endurance that it takes to get through, the endurance that it takes to keep pushing forward. you have a self-pride and a self-confidence that I don't know if you can build that anywhere else. I've heard people say like business is a sport. It's a full contact sport. And the truth is business and politics is probably the most intense sport that you can ever enter. So guys, in a lot of ways right now, I'm preaching to myself because I need this, man. This week has been an intense week. I have a lot of really awesome, good things happening, like dream come true stuff happening that I can't wait to share more about with you guys. All really good stuff, but I am having to daily go through fears, go through anxiety, go through stress, go through pressure, go through pain, go through financial struggle, go through tax things. Man, freaking taxes are unreal. Every day I'm having to go through that, and every day I get to wake up and keep pushing forward. So I do want to leave you guys with an encouraging message, like out there right now in our economy that's crazy. Our political state the last year has been absolutely freaking nuts. If you are thinking about quitting, I would encourage you to pray and ask God, like, where would you have me? Where would you want me to go? And if that is getting out and going work for another company, getting into a different trade, like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing something else, doing something that you love. And if you feel like God is telling you to stick with it, I have a dream for you. You love boat detailing, you love being on the water, you love the struggle, you love the pain in a weird kind of sick way. Guys, stick through, buckle up, have faith, and keep moving forward. Having the faith aspect of it, man, believing what you feel like God's telling you, believing what you feel like inside of yourself is to be true, believing that your dreams will come true, believing that this hard work will pay off one day, believing that there's more to life than where you are today, man, that is what keeps me going every single day. The boat detailing business, man, like as crazy and as trivial as it may be, man, it's changed my life. This industry has provided for me. It's provided for others. It has completely changed my financial status. It has provided for every single one of my children to be born, to eat, to have food on their to have food in their stomachs, to have clothes on their back. It's provided for my home, and I'm super thankful for everything that I have been able to achieve thus far, from freaking washing boats, man. And it's crazy, but it has also simultaneously been the absolute hardest freaking thing I've ever done in my entire life. But it's worth it, man. It's worth it to myself. It's worth it to my family. It's worth it to provide for my children. It's worth it to make videos just like this to, man, encourage people that I will never meet. I know you guys watch these videos in countries I've never heard of, and I will probably never meet half of you. But just know, man, that you have what it takes to win. You have to have faith. You have to have grit. You got to be a little bit of stubborn to not ever give up and quit. But the truth is, too, man, is if you are feeling led to get into a different industry, and you are feeling led like, man, maybe I'm not actually cut out for owning my own business and dealing with the stress and pressure, that's okay too. You know, I used to believe when I was a little younger, I used to believe that anybody could do this and anybody can. And I do believe that if you really, truly want this. But if you don't want the pressure and you don't want the stress, that's okay too. No judgment. That is perfectly fine. So I hope this encourages somebody out there today. We've got some super exciting things coming up, man, that I'm really looking forward to. I feel like it's going to change the industry. It's going to really help a lot of people out. Can't wait to share more info on that as it unfolds. But I am really hopeful, and I'm looking forward to 2025, another boat detailing season. Guys, stick it out. stick it out. If you need some encouragement today, or if this spoke to you in any way, shape, or form, please leave me a comment down below. I'll get back to you. Follow me on Instagram at Drake's Detailing with Revival Marine Care. You're gonna be okay. I have to actually remind myself of that pretty much every single day, that I'm going to be okay. It's going to be okay. This season will pass. And if you're going through a hard time right now, I encourage you with this. Hard times don't last forever. You will get through it. And if you're in a good time right now, like I am, I'm in a really good time right now, just know that this too will pass. Because if you're in a valley, you're gonna make your way out. And if you're on a mountaintop, well, guess what? It's time to go back down into the valley. Life is a series of mountains and valleys. And you can have great positive mindsets through both. There's beauty in both. There's beautiful scenery on the mountaintop and life is great. And in the valley, there's lots to look at as well and a lot to be thankful for. So guys, every day I wake up, I try to be thankful for everything in my life, the good, the bad. I wouldn't be the man and I wouldn't be the person I am today without the successes, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without my failures. I've learned way more through my failures than my successes, so I am absolutely thankful for them all. And if you right now are in a struggle, in a failure, maybe you're starting a boat detailing business because it's, maybe you went through a failure and you need to find an easier way to make money. I encourage you, man, do the hard work, wake up every day, stay positive, have faith, and keep pushing forward. I'll see you guys on my next video. Let's go.